Dave McClure, the founding partner of 500, and we were discussing like the do's and don'ts of angel investing and accelerators. Essentially, we think it's critical for any emerging startup ecosystem to have an influx of angel investors and accelerators so we can create more quantity of startups going into the ecosystem. If they can just do their job 20% better or just get 20% more good companies into the ecosystem, we will see so many more companies sooner than later. Big success stories emerge from these ecosystems. So some of the very common kind of do's and don'ts for angel investors is they need, while it's a good opportunity for them to take large equity stakes early in the beginning, and it's tempting to do so, it actually scares off follow-on capital. Like a lot of VCs sometimes come across a good company, but maybe the angel investor has already taken like 60% or 80% of the company, and we're like, whoa, what's going on? So sometimes they're accused of being predatory for that reason. But more often than not, I think that it's also a founder's job to educate themselves on like what's the right kind of share for angel investor or not. So I think that's one key point. Like the next one is also to for angel investors and accelerators to develop some kind of vertical expertise. So we need a lot of different kind of brains in this world to work. And if some accelerators or angels would focus on like B2B, some maybe like develop especially in SaaS or marketplaces or e-commerce, right? And over time you get like a mix of these specialists in any given ecosystem, and that's going to be invaluable. Rather than having a bunch of generalists who, you know, which may not get like specific jobs done that well. Now the third thing, relative to do's and don'ts, is that we'd like to see more of the angel investors starting to cut more checks, maybe as a group. Maybe they can start forming angel groups and start doing things as a portfolio theory of like investing in 20 to 50 companies as opposed to like doubling down on 1 to 3. I think this has been a natural evolution in a lot of the ecosystems that we've observed, and especially for Southeast Asia, I think it's important to see some of those things happen as well. So there's a lot more that we covered in half an hour, but essentially I think those 3 things are important. And on a personal note, like I've built 2 companies in Southeast Asia before. Like one I sold to Groupon, and another one to a public listed media company. And like in that process of fundraising and working with different investors, like Southeast Asia is still at its infancy, and there's a lot of opportunity. And I think for angel investors and founders alike, like it's going to be a very fun ride. So play nice, you know, and let's build like a great ecosystem together.